My name is Katrina and I'm coming to you from Sogn og Fjordane in Norway. Today I am drinking some flower power tea from Clipper. It's a really floral tea, and I really like to drink this in like spring and summer. You might be wondering what I'm wearing. And this is my no frills, and I really love how it turned out. I made this in, I think it was January or February, if I remember correctly. I made this out of Gullungen yarn, which is a I would say sport to DK weight merino cotton blend, and I'm planning on making more no-frill sweaters in the same yarn because I really like how soft it is, and it's just a perfect summer sweater. Well, let's see. Yeah, I have made first of all, I'm not going to show you my timber cove shawl today because I haven't really done anything on it since the last time I podcasted. And also, I'm not going to show you the granny stripe blanket because it's just one more stripe and it's not really anything changing except the size, so I guess I'll show you when it's finished. But I did work a lot, well, not a lot actually. My second Novice sweater. This is where I was on my last podcast, and this is where I am now. So it's coming along and I can't wait to wear it. I really hope that the shape will be better than the first one I made. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned what yarn I was using for this one. It's Gjesdal Cozy. Oh, I forgot I don't have autofocus on. There. Which is, let's see. Yeah, wool and acrylic and nylon blend. I don't know if you can see. I have to. My autofocus was really noisy, so I had to turn it off. But that's. I hope the focus is all right, by the way. And I have made. Oh, I started a row. I can see on my shawl. I made some progress on my Copland shawl. This is where I was the last time, and I started this brown again, and I really love how the colors look together. And speaking of hand-dyed yarn, I have made some Scrappy Socks from hand-dyed yarn, but first I'm going to show you the first Scrappy Socks I made. I made these for my love from some, I think it was, I can't remember, Superwash Sport I think it's called. It is listed as a DK weight yarn on Ravelry, but you can knit it up as a sport weight. I did use 3mm needles, and I made a sock snake, and then I cut in half and put in cuffs, toes and heels. And when I was knitting this second heel, I ran out of yarn, so I had to put in some green. And what's truly amazing is that from about 100 grams of scrap yarn, this is all I have left. This tiny ball. So I'm really happy with that. Oh, sorry. I need to get a microphone or something so I can use the autofocus and not having the noise come on come on the video. But you know, I haven't prioritized using money on that lately, but someday. And speaking of Scrappy Socks, the socks that I was about to show you, because after I knit for Thomas, I figured out that it was really fun to knit a sock snake from scrap yarn. And so I collected some scrap yarn from my hand dyed, and this is my socks. And this is actually scraps from my what's it called? Marled Magic shawl. And I really love how they turned out, and as you can see, once more it happened again. I ran out of the yarn and I had to put in another color for like the last 1.5 round on the heel. And I really love how this turned out. And so that was the socks. I'm thinking about casting on another pair actually from scrap yarn, because it's such a mindless knit and you can bring it everywhere, and when you knit sock snakes you don't have to measure or anything as you're knitting the tube, obviously. And so it's great to carry around in your purse and bringing along when you are visiting with people, and you can just knit and knit and knit, and then when you're done you can just cut them in half and finish whenever you have the time. And by the way, I did use a what's it called, provisional cast on, because I wanted to have the bind off edge on both cuffs. And I also did do, what's it called, Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, but I did it from the inside because, okay, I'll just fix the zoom, no, the focus thingy. I did want this kind of braided look on the outside of the sock. I don't remember where I saw it. It was on YouTube somewhere, because I was searching on YouTube for a stretchy bind-offs, because on these I just did a regular bind-off, and the problem is always that it's not stretchy enough, so it's really tight to put on. And so I was searching on YouTube, and then there was this woman doing this Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind-off from the inside, and I thought it looked really pretty, so I decided to do the same. And by the way, the yarns, the colorways that are used in these, sadly they can't be recreated because I didn't write down the recipe. Well, actually the yellow one I have recreated. It's propolis, and it will come to my shop. I haven't dyed up any yet, but I will soon. So this one I have, and it's really bothering me that, especially this dark one, I don't know if you can see properly, not that, but this, and this one, I really want to make them again, but oh, here you actually see them side by side. But I have no idea what I did. It was 2 happy accidents, and I didn't write it down, and I'm really mad at myself for not writing down what I did. But I do remember that the dark one, it was original green, like this really what should I say? It was like really, really, really green, like neon green, and I wasn't too happy about that, so I just threw it back in the dye pot and just dumped a whole lot of other colors on it. I think, yeah, some blue and purple, and maybe something else, I'm not sure. But the end result is, I really like it, but I am going to try to recreate it and then write it down, because I would love to have this again. And same with this one, I have no idea what I've done, but I see it's a lot of yellow and green, purple, blue. So I'll just try. I really hope I can make it again. Yeah. And I have also finished my second, what's it called? Produce bag. So it's a little bit smaller than the first one, but it's still a lot of room in it for, like, we never buy, for instance, a lot of potatoes. We only buy like 4 or 5, so it's perfect for that. Whereas apples, we buy like 12, 13, 14, so it's probably gonna be a bit small for that, but we have bigger ones. We actually have a lot of reusable bags now, because I made a few and my mom has made a few for us. And we're not always too good at using our reusable bags, but we try. Yes, what else? Tea is what else. Yeah. Okay. And speaking of hand-dyed yarn, I have something. Yeah, no, you can't actually see it on my screen. I thought maybe you could see it like here, but no. Just wait and see. I hope you like it. Da 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 da! I have dyed yarn, and this is going up in my shop. The shop update will be, I think today or tomorrow. I had some trouble with my Facebook shop, and so if everything goes well, it will be up in just a couple of hours. And so, first we have this one. And also I had some trouble with my printer today, because for some reason it only wants to print black and white. Sorry. Although we have color in our printer. I don't know what happened. But anyways, this is Viola, which is the Latin name for pansy. And it's purple and pink and white. And I do believe, yeah, there is a little bit of blue also. You can't really see it, but I think it turned out just amazing. So I have 2 skeins, so this one that's going into my shop. And by the way, it is 8515 merino nylon fingering weight. It is 100 grams and 400 meters. I don't know how many yards that is, but yeah, anyways, 400 meters. And then I have Aurora, which is named after the Northern Lights. It's blue and green and turquoise and white. I'm sorry. And then I have, let's see, Cucurbita, which is a Latin name for pumpkin. In black and rusty orange and white. I'll try to turn it around so you can see. And as you may know, even though I wash the yarn with soap and rinse thoroughly after I dye, it may bleed when you wash it, especially this one because I speckle dyed it, and that tend to bleed the first few washes. And then, last but not least, I have Hilda. If you don't know, Hilda is in Scandinavian folklore. It is I googled it to find an English translation for it, but it came up with wood nymph, I think it was. Hilda is well, before people thought that Hilda was in the mountains and the forest, and she is a beautiful woman with a cow tail that lures men into the underworld. So she's a seductive, mysterious woman, or witch, or wood nymph. And so I named this after her because I imagined that she would dress in like these colors: brown, grey, purple, and some blue, black. Okay, I'll try to okay. The other one. And by the way, I'm not by any means an expert on twisting hanks. It's really difficult to make them look neat. But this will also be in my shop when I update. And I will probably be dyeing some more yarn, maybe this weekend, I think. Let's see if I have anything else. Then, card for the day. Today is balance, and it's reminding us that it's really important to have balance in our lives, not like let anything take over completely, because we need balance. It can't be too much of anything, but because that's not healthy. It's important to balance work and personal life, and also have a healthy balance in regards to food, exercise, sleep, really everything. And so I want you to take a moment and think about what you can do to create more balance in your life. And so, until next time, bye!